What's the vibes? Top of the morning, top of the afternoon, top of the evening, whenever this video may find you. I'm Dream. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy1, the number one. Sub to my YouTube channel, Blunt Money Bets. Subscribe to the channel, comment, like the video, share all them good things. Turn your notifications on so you know when I'm going live. I got my boy Chrisbecappinn to come through a day early for me. So go ahead, man, and I already introduced you, but let the people know what you got to promote and where to find you and all that good stuff, my guy.
Yeah, absolutely, Jay. Always a pleasure doing the show with you, my guy. Just to kind of rub shoulders and break bread a little bit. Talk about what we like. We look at the games in a totally different way. I know you typically hitting your blunt money bets. I'm playing my straights, and sometimes we can kind of intermingle, right?
Yeah,
it's a great collaboration. So excited to be here, man. All my work, you guys can find it over on Twitter. Also have a YouTube page where I'm giving out plays, $5.99 a month. I think it's $5.99 a month for all my plays. NBA coming, so definitely look forward to the NBA season previews. I'm gonna start those up because I didn't even realize it. And time going so fast, especially with NFL, WNBA first year capping that. But the preseason actually starts on the 5th, and the day's the 26th. So those first couple games in Abu Dhabi, it's a couple teams that play in Abu Dhabi. They're actually gonna be playing in less than 2 weeks. So definitely about to start up the NBA previews. And, looking forward to NFL. Last week in the NFL was good. 5-2 overall last night. Cashed on the Eagles first half, minus the 2.5. Sent that one out. And then WNBA has been pretty good as well. I think I done hit 4 in my last 5. I lost on the Liberty on Sunday. Hit on the over in the first half between the Aces and the Wings. So everything, trending in the right direction right now. Hopefully we can stay hot, Dream. Let's get into it for today, my guy.
Love it. Yeah, man. Quick recap of yesterday. Gave out a few blunt money bets, ain't like too much. But I hit the boost that I gave out on FanDuel, so that was good, pretty square. That's how I told you I was attacking the boost in the NFL, man. I ain't trying to do nothing too crazy with the boost. We just trying to take what we can get, because it is the NFL. So it was a good bounce back after a heartbreaking Sunday. So yeah, WNBA was a part of that heartbreaking Sunday. So we back to get it in blood, and let's see what we can do. All right. So first game, Liberty. Favorites, 9-point favorites in some places, 8.5 in other places. Over under, I think it's at 161.5. That's what the total is, and it's crazy, man. Must-win game for the Liberty. They gotta have it. We'll see. Lord knows if they lose this game, it's not looking good. So I'll let my guest lead off, man. How you feeling, and how you attacking this game, if at all?
Yeah, Jay. So like you said, must-win spot for the Liberty, man. A lot of people had the Liberty winning the chip, and now they in a pretty much must-win game. For people who don't know, the format goes, just 3. It's the best of 3 in the first round, but it's best of 5 in the second round. So, not too. I don't think you had to hit the panic button too early for the Liberty, but it was kind of interesting how they lost that game. One thing we know about Connecticut, because you can't discount this team, is that they play well as a dog. Like, this is what got them to the finals last year against the Aces. So you can't discount them. They're a dog. They are dogs, and they play well as dogs, especially with their back against the wall. They came out and showed that they're the best defensive team in the league. So they're gonna lock up, for the most part. But what I'm thinking, and that's different in this game, Dream, tonight versus what we saw on Sunday, is their ability to hit the 3. They shot the 3-point ball really, really well. I think the Liberty defense going to be a little bit better. I think the Liberty going to be a little bit more physical with the Sun as well, and that's what we didn't see. All the quotes that came out from whether it was from Sabrina or whether it's from Stewie or was from Sandy, all of them talked about lack of physicality. All of them talked about lack of intensity. And they all talked about having a sense of urgency. That's what I'm looking for when I want to back a team.
Those the buzzwords.
Those the buzzwords
right there.
Okay.
Yeah, intensity. Lack of focus. Okay.
Urgency. Yeah, those are the words I'm looking for when I want to back a team, Dream. So, not even going off the numbers per se, but I just, I like that. I've been backing the Liberty off a loss, even when sometimes when they don't cover, like the numbers just say that they typically adjust well. I know we kind of talked about it a little bit before, but that's what I'm thinking. It wouldn't surprise me if they came out here and won covered the first quarter spread, first half and full game. But officially, I took the first half. Probably gonna add the full game. I talked about it in the in the YouTube group yesterday and talked about how I would sleep on it, but I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. Hate getting the worst of the number, and I think this did open at 8, James. So now it's up to 9, of course. But it's either going to be, Sun either going to win the game outright, in my opinion, or they're going to lose by 14 or 15 points, and the Liberty going to really take it to them. And that's typically what they do off a bounce back. So I don't think, if you do like the full game on the Liberty side, I don't think that you should necessarily worry about getting the worst of the number now. But what I had written in my notes was kind of what I talked about, sense of urgency. They actually got out-rebounded too. And one thing we know about the Sun is they're not like that great of a rebounding team since they lost Brianna Jones. Brianna Jones. So they were out-rebounded. I think, sense of urgency. This is a spot that you want to back the home favorite. So in the playoffs, looking at home favorites that lost game 1, and then of course they're must-win spot because you don't want to go on the road for game 2. So those teams are 12-4 against the spread in game 2, winning the first half by average margin of 8 points per game. So you really want to come out and assert yourself early, which is why I like that first half so much. The Liberty also finished 8-0 straight up and 6-2 against the spread off a loss this season. So we talked about their ability to be able to bounce back and make adjustments. They was actually winning those games by average of 16 points as well. So you do want to back this Liberty team off a loss. And then revenge and same season losses. So if you beat them in the last game, they typically play well in that spot as well. 6-2 straight up. I'm sorry, 8-0 straight up, 6-2 against the spread. And I think it's 6-2 straight up and 6-2 against the spread, winning those games by average of 15 points. So it's something about this team, and their ability to be able to kind of assert themselves after a loss. I think they're going to make the necessary adjustments. Last thing I want to mention, Dream, is you look at the outliers in that last game. I wasn't really expecting Sabrina to do as much just because the Connecticut Sun are the best three-point shooting team. That's how she's most efficient, right? We know she can get hot. And she went under her points prop. I was scared. I ain't gonna lie. I was scared to play the under with 17.5. Now it's dropped down to 16.5. She had an uncharacteristically bad game against them because she has lit them up throughout the season. But the other person, elephant in the room, Dream, is Stewie. Stewie shot the ball, I want to say 7 for 25, 8 for 25. I don't think that we see that again, Dream. I really, really don't. I think she's going to be a little more assertive. The ball's just going to, fall and kind of bounce her way. I expect her to play well. I expect Jonquil to make the necessary adjustments and to dominate the paint as well. So I did play Jonquil double-double. It's minus 115 right now on FanDuel. She had one in the last game. And the way that kind of correlates is this. When you think a team is going to play with a sense of urgency, when you think they're going to give up less points than they gave up last game and their defense is going to impact their offense, that's when you want to take their rebounds. Whoever the best rebounder is on the team, you want to take their rebounds over. Because if you're going to play more defense, it's going to be a lot more opportunity. We can't forget the last time these two teams played in the season, I think Connecticut was on the second leg of a back-to-back. They only scored 59 points in that game. They got smashed in that game. So I expect that from Jonquil. This is also, Jonquil was on this team last year. She was on that Connecticut Sun team. So I'm pretty sure it's a lot of, emotion for her. So give me Jonquil double-double. I like her rebounds. I know that they're 10.5 plus money right now. But I do think that she, if you can find double-double in the win, I love it. I think her hand's going to be full. They put Alyssa Thomas on Stewie last game, and that was pretty efficient. And then they, bought in DeWanna Bonner, who is a great player, but she 120 pounds soaking wet. So I don't expect her to be able to slow down Jonquil. And I know that the Sun going to, play good defense again, but I don't think they're going to be able to slow it down today, Dream. I think it's a bounce back spot. Like I said, lean full game as well, but I took the first half minus 4.5 over on FanDuel at minus 115. And give me Jonquil double-double minus 115 as well. Top 2 looks for this game.
Love the looks. I gotta first of all, El Plata in the building. Yo, fire up the comment section for me. So to the champ if you can. El Plata, chill, man. Chill. My guy. Always in. Like, do you do this every day? You just play the biggest dog on the board. This is what you do. But I will say, you said Sun money line and Wings money line. So you use one or two, and when you betting plus money like that, I guess. But my guy El Plug, I appreciate you. My guy always coming in with the vibe. So, couple things I want to kind of follow up on before I get to how I feel about this game. And it might mesh into that. So you mentioned like the 8 points per game off the 6-2 stat you mentioned, like how they cut, like they cover the spread and they straight up 6-2 and cover the spread. And I think you said I thought you said by a margin of 8 points per game. I think that's what you said. And the way I look at it is like, and that was historically, that's not even teams with the firepower of the Liberty that's covering that. You know what I'm saying? Like that those numbers are not based on the Liberty. They're based on what happens in this situation. You know what I mean? So that's what stuck out to me. Also, the coaching, to your adjustments points that you made. I said this earlier in the season. I felt like Becky Hammond was getting out coached by that coach, Sammy Bordeaux. I don't know what her name is, but I feel like she was out coaching because. And you spoke to these stats with the stats of what my eyes were seeing. All I know is that when the Liberty lost a certain way to the Aces, they came back the next game and they fixed that shit. Even sometimes during the game, they fixed that shit. That's what made me say, wow. Meanwhile, Aces just doing the same shit. They looked like the same team every single game to me pretty much. So I think the coaching is going to take come to a head in this game. So I want to mention that. Also, that is the elephant in the room, but I don't know. I'm worried about Breanna Stewart. I am a little worried. To me, the elephant in the room to me was Betnijah Laney. Betnijah Laney. That was the elephant in the room. And I spoke to this last night on the quick 30-minute stream, man. I'm sorry, I was busy day. But she was 1-9. And I saw them, because I took her points, Rob. I saw them clearing out the front. Like, they would clear her out at the top of the key and be like, take Rebecca Allen. Take her. Do your thing. She can call for travels. She getting her shot block. I'm like, damn. Either Rebecca Allen, and we've been on Becky. We're going to be on Becky PRA on Prize Picks again today. Shout out to Becky. But damn, is Becky like that on defense? I don't think Becky like that on defense. I've been watching the Sun all year. I know Becky was a defensive stopper. So to me, 1 of 9 for Laney in a matchup that is clearly targeted. If you look at how they defended everybody else, they not letting. It was on Sabrina ass. Tiff Hayes was up Sabrina ass, like not letting you do nothing. They doubling, doing all they can with John Quell. Alyssa Thomas just shadowing poor Breanna Stewart ass. So that's why I felt like they was like, yo, Laney, do your thing, girl. Like, this the matchup. You was a good scorer. So I expect her. So you got a lot of room for Breanna Stewart. If you look at Breanna Stewart last 3 games, I guess she's due for a bounce back. I guess she's due. I told y'all yesterday I was going to play her blunt money bet at 30 points if I could get a plus 450. Man, that's at 375. They can keep that. But if you want to do the 35 at plus 750, I'm not doing that either. But I won't be surprised if she go crazy. Off the top of my head, I don't got my laptop up and fired up right now, but I'm pretty sure. I feel like she's 7-25, 9-25, and like 3-17 in her last 3 games. These is all playoff games. I mean, this Breanna Stewart MVP. She just won tonight. I mean, it's supposed to be announced that she the MVP. If it's ever a night for Breanna Stewart to go stupid, it's gonna be the night. Getting announced for the MVP. Been trashed the last 3 games, and you coming off a game 1 loss. I mean, she's gonna have to turn it up sooner or later. And she did have good numbers. I mean, you go 9-25, you are gonna finish with 23, 25 points, but that's not an efficient game. That's not Breanna Stewart. So that's what I wanted to speak to about what you mentioned, like the elephant in the room and all that. As far as like what I'm playing, so I agree with you mostly with everything you said. What I'm playing, I got 2 straights for this game, and I'm gonna say this one. Say soon. Hopefully, y'all it don't get juiced out. Jonquel Jones will score 4 points in the first quarter on FanDuel. Is minus 125 now. I got it at minus 105, and I swear when I went back to like try to parlay it, put it with something else, I seen it at 125. Hopefully, like I'd play it to 135. I ain't gonna lay 140 with Jonquel scoring 4 points in the first quarter because I don't know. It could happen. It couldn't happen. I just thought it was great value at minus 105. Now, if you're getting too juicy, I'm cool. But I love the 4 points. I think they're going to come out and establish her. Because like Chris saying, look who's guarding her. is DeWanna Bonner guarding her? I mean, ain't no way in hell DeWanna Bonner should be able to guard her, even if she's playing great defense, even if she's in good position, even if she's getting help. Jonquel Jones got to force the issue. Plus, I see her coming out real upset off of the strength of the refs doing her dirty last game. She got a lot of ticky-tack fouls, and she felt like she wasn't getting rewarded on the other end. So you add those two things together. I'm on Jonquel to score 4 points in the first quarter on FanDuel. Minus 105 for me. It was at 125 right before I started the show. I played the 135, and that speaks to this. This is a builder on DraftKings, all right? The Liberty money line and Jonquel to score 12 points, minus 135, okay? Again, I just spoke to why I think Jonquel, like, to me, it's going to be Laney, and it could be anybody. That's why Liberty, they might just blow their ass out tonight. Because I feel like everybody due for a bounce back. Like, I told y'all, with Sabrina, we don't play Sabrina points. We just play her threes. Because if she going to go over the points, she going to go over the threes. And she might do what she did last game and go over the threes and don't touch the points. You know what I'm saying? But she didn't play her best last game. She didn't go for her point prop. I told you what Breonna Stewart was doing. Jonquel Jones played all right, but she can play much better. She's supposed to be dominating this team who have absolutely no answers for her. And I told y'all Laney was just 1-9. So that just shows me that the Liberty are due for a big bounce back. So I love, obviously, the money line. Couldn't talk you off the spread. I'm telling what Chris said with the first half, minus 3.5. But yeah, Jonquel Jones, 12 points. In the Liberty money line, minus 135 on DraftKings. That's a builder that I played. In the FanDuel, and it's under WNBA feature props, something like that. Popular props, feature props. It's under that. You go to the game, and it's by popular plays, like right under or right above it. And that's Jonquel Jones to score 4 points, 4 first quarter points. And that was a minus 105 for me. Should be a 125. Now, hopefully, it didn't get juiced too much. All right, Chris, any more thoughts about that game? A lean towards the total or anything like that?
Couple. So one more look, but a couple comments I want to talk about real quick.
I ain't even looking at the comments.
So Flo says Stewie has been looking like Julius Randle in the playoffs. She needs a bounce.
I gotta hold on.
That is funny, dog. Okay, that is funny because we know what Julius Randle was doing in the playoffs, and I would agree with that. So to that point, Jane, I went to go look at it real quick, and this isn't like I don't think I think Stewie is great offensively. Like she can get to wherever she wants to on the floor. Nelson Ododa actually came in and for people who was watching and did a really good job on Jonquel to kind of help with that as well. She played 19 minutes off the bench, and I think that was intentional by Coach what's her name, Sandy White. Probably not saying Stephanie White, the coach for Connect. I think she did that intentionally. But going back to Stewie's dream, she had 14 points. She had 14 points when they played, not in this game, but when they played earlier. She also had games of 24 and 24 points against this Connecticut team as well, and a 21-point game. So it isn't like, like they have like the secret sauce to being able to stop her, right? So I think that's important to kind of, mention as well. She shot the ball well in all those games also. So like you said, Jay, I'm not playing our points prop just because to me it kind of feels like they just have so many scores, right? Like it could be a Laney night. We don't know who's going to bounce back. So what I will say, though, as far as points go, is I do lean towards the Liberty to go over their team total. When they play against a team that slows them down, and I think they had like 69 points in the last game, they typically come back out and score a lot. And typically it's their offense leading into their defense leading into their offense. So I do think Connecticut struggles to score. With that being said, James, I like the Liberty team total to go over. I think the number is 85.5 right now. And I know that the Sun are one of the better defensive teams. And the Liberty may not need 85 points. They could win this game 84-71. You know what I mean? Like it could be one of those type games. I just think that when the Liberty are scoring a lot, when they're playing their best basketball, they're scoring a lot of points. They could care less about how many you score. So I like their team total to go over because the total is so low. I also like DeWanna Bonner rebounds to go under. I just kind of feel like because the Sun are going, because the Liberty are going to score, I don't think Bonner been getting rebounds. I think she had 7 in the last game. Prize picks, I looked at it earlier, is 7. I don't think she gets 7 in this game, man. I don't think that she gets 7 in this game because I think that they're just gonna make it more difficult. I just think the Liberty gonna shoot the ball better. If Liberty shoot the ball better, that's less rebound opportunities. So I think that kind of correlates, right? I like Jonquel Jones rebounds over because I think they're gonna play better defense. And she had the number last game, even when Connecticut got hot and shot the ball so well. So I like, if you playing prize picks, take Jonquel over, take Duana Bonner under, because I don't think that she's gonna get the rebounds today.
I definitely agree with Jonquel. I'll push back a little bit on Duana Bonner, but not too much, because I said I was gonna play her double every game the rest of the playoffs. And we already hit it once. I think we 1-3 so far. 1-2. They played 3 games. Whatever the fuck it is. We profitable on a double. I'm not playing it tonight because it's no good value on it. It's like plus 250, 300. Hell no. If it's plus 500-600, I'll play it. Not no plus 200. We ain't gonna do that. Only reason why I would worry about Bonner, to me, it's just like Alyssa Thomas ain't been caring about getting rebounds. So it's like any straight rebound, she just be there. Like Duana Bonner rebounds don't. Now sometimes she fight for them. Other times she just be the only one down there, and she just grab it and be like, oh, okay, and just dribble the ball down the court. So that's why I would be a little worried about her. But I mean, at what we say on this channel, this shit is stocks. So we like to buy low and we like to sell high. You rarely gonna see me playing Kobe Bryant ain't playing. I wish I could bet Kobe props. You know what I'm saying? Ever had a chance to. But, unless it's Kobe or some shit, I'm not taking nobody at the tip of their prop. Pause. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going at the highest throughout the season. Now, if it's early in the season, I think I'm getting value. Right now, I ain't seen Duana Bonner. She has 7.5 some places for rebounds. I ain't seen that shit all season. I'm good. So once I see that, then that let me know I'm good on the double-double. If she cash her little plus 300 double-double, hey, salute. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me get to the comments real quick. Then we get to the second game. My boy giving out the vibes in the comments. Love them. A lot of legs for the plus 200, but I'm sure they got 80% safest builder. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got 80%. My boy Sean, what's in here? What's good, my guy? Love the info. All right, yeah, appreciate it. Fernie says she bouncing back. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that boy love him, Sabrina. He got a Sabrina look every day, my boy Fernie. The Bills got a big game this week, Fernie. I don't know what we going to do. Is it going to be Josh trying against that Miami defense? What we doing? Over 73 in that game for both teams? What else? All right, KG can spice him up with the Asia rebounds. Okay, he's still giving out the flow. My guy, Stewie's Billy. Yeah, I'm going to have to pin that comment. Adding Jackie for a 12. Stu gave out the Jackie assist last game. I wonder how you feel this game. Rebecca Allen is great on D. Okay, timeout. We're going to have to see. I don't know if she's great.
She's solid.
Doing that to Lady. She could be solid. I don't know if she's locking shit like that now.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, both of y'all right. Timeout definitely. She's solid.
She's solid.
She also played for them too, James. So I think that kind of take that into consideration.
Oh, she used to play for the Liberty?
Play for the Liberty, yeah. So she's going back there. You know what I mean?
Y'all could have told me this before now. I've been on Becky for like 3 days now. Come on, y'all could have been told me this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Lainey getting exposed. She ain't like, don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't do that, Fernie. That don't do that. You lucky T's not watching. That's his black girlfriend when Sophie now looking. And shout out to my boy T. T's gonna be on the channel on Friday. Fernie, yeah, she is like that. That's right. Yeah, they gonna fight me, yo. They gonna get you in the comments about old girl. Don't do that. She gonna bounce back and she played both sides. That's a fact. Sabrina. Points prop square. Oh, price fix square at 16.5 is way. All right, Ferdy. That's your girl. I don't know if 16.5 is way too low for Sabrina now. I mean, what's the highest she been this year? 18, maybe? So 16.5 might be just right. I say 14.5 is too low. 15.5, we definitely buying. I think 16.5 might be just right. What's her threes? If her three is two, well, they ain't gonna be 2.5. I don't even need to say that. She be shooting too much, need to cut the ball off. Top of the morning was good. My boy Corey was good. Today's game about to be deja vu from the regular season matchup. We saw Jonquel bully her old team and feel bad about it. Yeah, that's what I remember betting Jonquel when she just went crazy on him. I think there was Liberty might have been coming off a loss or some shit. You like Jones over 13.5? Yeah, I do. I chose to play it safer, just in case you want to be funny and hook us. I did speaking of which, Chris, and I'm reminding myself now, Chris said he liked the double in the win. You could do that. You could build that out just like I built this builder out on DraftKings. So I played Jonquel 12 points in the Liberty money line at -135. You can play John Quill 10 points, 10 rebounds in Liberty money line, and it's probably better odds. I'm pretty sure it's better odds than that. You might get plus money with that. Her ladder finna bang, John Quill or Freaky T. Huh? Which one? All right, so we on John Quill tonight is. But Chris said be a little easy, and I feel him. They don't give John Quill enough touches. But normally, bro, if you watch the Liberty, that's why I like the Liberty over the Aces. The Liberty don't play that shit. Like, to me, the Aces, after a loss, be like, all right, more Asia. But the Liberty, after a loss, be like, all right, we're going to shoot less threes. We're going to get it John Quill. We're going to isolate late. Like, to me, they got more adjustments. So I think they're going to feature John Quill tonight. I think they are. But it's tough. I'm on John Quill heavy tonight. But like Chris said, it's a little tough because you got Sabrina. I always keep it honest with y'all. I feel how I feel. But I got to kind of give y'all a devil's advocate, too. Sabrina could have another game. Breanna Stewart won MVP. It was about to get announced for the MVP. She might want to have a big game. Laney didn't play well. Even Vandersloot got off to a hot start, then disappeared. So it's a lot of pieces. Maybe they cover their team total and everybody go over, rising tide, whatever they say, do the boats. I'll ride with Sabrina and John Quill then tonight for the bounce back. That's safe. And if somebody else in the comments like Laney and Bree, I couldn't doubt it. To me, that just screamed Liberty to me. Must be bad. For UPL, they don't let McCown go off like that. John Quill got bumped down from 10.5 to 10 on Prize Picks. 10.5 is a little crazy. 10.5 is crazy. It's John Quill, but 10.5 is definitely crazy, especially if you consider what could be blowout potential, even though what I did notice about that coach was feeling it. Coach left them starters in. They was down like 16 with 4 minutes left, 3 minutes left. They called a timeout, and she brought them back in the game. I said, all right. Then they did like 2 more possessions, and she took them out. I said, all right, for the vibes, keep them in. So that tells me that even if they up 15 or 20 with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, them starters still going to be in. So, don't be scared off of props off of blowout. Next game, Dallas plus 10.5 always. That's an auto bet. I don't even claim that as a blunt money bet when it hit flow, but I tell y'all, I play that every game. Every game Asia Wilson's in, I just play first basket. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely. Freaky T, now y'all speaking my language. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't talk, again, this is what I couldn't talk you off of. I didn't play it. I did play Asia first basket. I couldn't talk you off of the Asia Breanna Stewart parlay, MVP first basket parlay. Couldn't talk you off of the Freaky T and Tierra McCowan. Big girl, too big for these little people. First basket leg. And plus 900 for Freaky T is always look. Only thing that bothered me, I don't think Freaky T be winning tips. Flo, put that in the comments. Do Freaky T win the tips? I know you the first basket god. You started that, bro. I don't know if Tierra McCown be winning. That's what been upsetting me. I don't know if Freaky T win the tips. She's too big for that. All right. Dallas plus 10.5 headed to Las Vegas or staying in Las Vegas. Over under 175.5. Dallas coming off of, I guess you could call it a shellacking. When I went back and looked at that game, because I didn't watch the second half, when you just look at the box score, it's really one quarter that did it for Dallas. You know what I'm saying? They played 3 really good. Like, they had like 26 in one quarter, 24 in another quarter, 18 in another quarter, then they had like 12. And that's all it takes against the Aces when they doing their thing. That's all it takes. So, Chris, how do you feel about this game? Any looks, no looks? How do you feel about this one, man?
So, Jane, bro, it's hard for me I just haven't gotten to a place where I feel comfortable laying double digits. I know the Aces are like, God's like thing to the world when it comes to laying big numbers and covering. It was one of the reasons why I stayed off the last one. But a couple things kind of stood out to me, Jane, like in that last game. So the first thing was, like you said, it really was just one bad quarter as far as the Wings not being able to score the ball. Arike didn't shoot the ball well. If they're gonna want to stay in it, she's gonna have to shoot the ball better. I don't know what her numbers were. Yeah, she gonna have to not just shoot, she's gonna have to make some shots. Let's see. She shot real quick because I did pull it up. Arike shot 4 for 14 last game. She did have 6 assists, but she only had 12 points. She shot 2 for 6 from the 3-point line. I think, Dream, that, and she played 38 minutes. So she was out there. She just couldn't get them to go. I think that with the Wings scoring 83 points in the last game, they shot the ball. They shot 43% from the field, 43% pretty much from the 3-point line as well. So they have a problem making shots. Of course, you want to get that up a little bit. but they shot the ball pretty well. What I'm not 100% sure of, Jim, and why I kind of lean towards the Wings in this game is the Aces. I mean, granted, they are the Aces, but I mean, that was like it was a perfect game from them. They shot, they shot 50, 40, 100, Jim. You know, we talk about like they
100.
didn't make a 50, 40, 100. They shot
They ain't missed
53
a free
point,
throw. Wow.
didn't miss a free throw. Shot 53.6% from the field, 43.5% from the 3-point line, and 100% from the free throw line. Hit all 13 free throws. It wasn't like it was 3 for 3. It was 13 for 13, right? So do we see a little bit of regression from the Aces in this game? And can Enrique get going? I'm not a big Enrique fan, James. Like that just ain't my girl. Like I think she takes poor shots, but she make them sometimes. I would feel like an idiot if I bet on Enrique to do well, and then she didn't because I'm like, I'm betting on somebody that I don't have a personal preference for, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this: she typically don't have too many bad games in a row. The pace is going to be up and down, James. I do think that they're going to continue to play fast. I was on the first half over, wanted to take the full game, but didn't get there. I think this is another spot, Dream, where you just take. I think you play the total. I think you play it over. It only moved 1 point. It was 174.5 on Sunday. It went over. I think it cleared by like 10 points. And now it's up to 175.5. I like the over, Jim. I think it's still going to be 180 points scored in this game. I don't think that – I know Coach Trammell is a defensive-minded coach, but they play too fast. Like, they just – they play way too fast. Coming into that game, Jim, the Wings were 18-4 to the over since the All-Star break.
Wow.
There's no way I can look towards the under, Dream. And it's not just them going over their team total, but it's also they're not playing any defense. And they're trying to play defense, but
they don't get back. That's
they don't
they have poor transition defense.
Poor transition defense.
Even off a make, they don't get back.
The other thing is this, though. You're right, Dream. The other thing is this. Like, now that Becky Hammond and that coaching staff has got some film against Dallas, I was watching this game. They're really putting those bigs because how can Dallas win this game? They got to dominate the offensive rebound, right? You got to. Tierra McCown got to be a grown woman down there. And Asia had her looking like she was like 5'9".
Yeah.
Put the 30 piece on her head and was blocking her shot, like sending the joint. I was watching this game because I skipped the 4:00 games. I was like, I'm going to watch this game because I want to be locked in on it. So I'm watching this, right? I don't think that they're going to be able to slow down this Aces offense. Maybe you get a inefficient game from Chelsea, Kelsey, Jackie, but Asia gonna eat, Dream. And I go back. I say all that to say this: when you look at what Becky Hammond did, she put those bigs that is the advantage for Dallas. She puts those bigs in vulnerable situations because there's a lot of pick and rolls with Jackie, with Chelsea, with Kelsey, and you got Tierra McCown out there. Right, you got some of these other bigs coming out there. They're not able to defend as well. So I think that we just continue to see points, Dream. I know 50, 40, 90, 50, 40, 100 is crazy, but I think Dallas scores a few more points. I think the Aces going to continue to be locked in. We haven't seen an Aces team in the playoffs that's not locked in. They done turned it on. Like, we heard the noise. All right, cool. We're going to do everything that we're supposed to do. We're going to play the way that we're supposed to. And they've been locked in. I'm not wanting to bet against them in this spot, James, so I'm going to stay off the spread, but I do think that this total still continues to go over because I think first half and I think maybe full game also goes over. I didn't play anything in this game. Also, because I like that total, as I get it transition into props, I know the number's gone up, Jane, 24.5 now for Miss Wilson, Queen Wilson, but I still think she goes over there. Queen Asia. I'm about to pre-order the book, but that's something totally separate. I think I still think that number's too low, Jay. I don't think that they're like people don't. I don't think that people realize like how good Asia Wilson really is. Like this is like prime. Like if you think about this in NBA context, this is like a player that just continues to dominate over and over and over and over again. I mean, I think she got like 3 30-point games in her last like 3 games. So they didn't put the points prop up to 24.5, and she be having double digits at the end of the first quarter. Yeah. I don't think that there's anything that they can do about that. You put somebody big on her like a Tierra McCown, she just goes by her because she's too quick. You put somebody small on her, she shoots over her, right? You know what I mean? So I just don't think that she looks like she's ever satisfied, and that's the type of player that I want to bet on. I think it's
Oh,
another big game for Asia. I think it's another big game for her. If I'm playing the only reason I didn't play the point prop yet, because even at 24.5, they got a juice to minus 120. Like
and it's crazy because when I seen the 24, I feel like FanDuel had it at 22, but it was super juiced. I'm like, I'm gonna chill 136. Now they both like 24 to have juice. Like, damn, I knew I should have did it. Yeah, I
on
agree
the
with you.
opposite side, Jerry. Last point, opposite side. Because I don't trust Enrique, and because Dallas has to score the ball, I think I'm setting you up for this one. Gotta look at Queen Satu. Got to, James. 17 and a half is her number. She had 16 in the last game, and she didn't shoot the ball well. She shot 5 for 14. I think with her winning comeback most improved player of the year, I think she in a primetime spot. She did shoot the 3-ball well, 4 for 6. I know that number is like juice, and it's only like 1.5. But I think that because the Aces don't do a great job of protecting the paint, I think we see Satu have the ball in her hands just a little bit more. You need her to play point guard. I don't know. I think I saw this on the timeline. It might have been Flo that said it. She literally needs to be like Magic Johnson. She continues to go over her assist prop. She needs to run the offense, and you get Crystal Dangerfield. She can bring the ball up, but when she bring it up, just go stand in the corner. And if you get a wide open jump shot, you shoot it. And if they fly out at you, you pump fake and you pull up, almost like Chauncey Billups. But you gotta get a ball to Queen Satu. Satu needs the ball. I think the number's too low, Dream, just based on how well the Aces score at home, how many points Dallas gonna need to keep up. And she didn't shoot the ball well. She still almost cashed this prop last game. So give me Satu. I haven't played it yet. Minus 113, I think is what the number was. But I like Satu, Dream. 17 and a half. Take the over there.
All right, yeah, definitely. So, love it. Love all the looks. Couple things to piggyback off you said. So yeah, it's tough for Tierra McCown because I looked it up a couple streams ago before that last game. I think it was Sunday. I'm like, man, how big is Freaky T? Like, she gotta be big. She too big for this shit. And she literally is way too big for it. Like, she is 6'7". She LeBron on you. She's 6'7", 240. Playing these girls. Playing Asia. Asia ain't big enough. Kia Stokes is only like 6'3", 180. When I seen that, I'm like, oh my gosh, she should be ragdolling these girls, but she not. And like you said, some of it is the pace. Dallas is playing too fast. Some of it is her getting in foul trouble. Some of it is her not being in the best position. But she already done lit them up once. So I would not, and I am gonna have her on a lot of blunt money bets. I would not be surprised if she got back to it today. Another thing, it was definitely almost a perfect game for the Aces. But one thing I just want to mention for the blunt money bet guys, like how many I don't know. Have the Aces had a game this year? I know all 4 of them ain't never scored 20 in a game. I don't know if all 3 of them scored 20 in a game this year. Did they? I know that sounds crazy, but have all 3 of them scored 20 in a game this season? Because to me, that's just like, I stopped playing the 15 and 15 with Jackie and Kelsey because they were struggling to cover that builder. But it just speaks to the Aces how hard it is, besides Asia. It may be Kelsey this game because she lighted them up like we spoke to. I didn't take her prop, and she had 25 game 1. Like, Kelsey always light Dallas up. So maybe her. But to me, the Aces is a tough team. You don't know who's going to get busy besides Asia. And even when they have a game where they go crazy, you would think, oh, God, one had 30, one had 25, one had 22. One. Nah, they just, I think Jackie might have had 19. So they just finished outside that. So I want to point that out too. Maybe we get a game this playoff where they all score 20, but I'm not sure it's happened this year. And yeah, I like Queen Satu. I'm just waiting to, now that I got this boost, I was waiting to go crazy on her on FanDuel. Satu worries me a little bit. Yeah, I see the boost, KG. My man hit me on the timeline with it. My man Santiago, that was big. But Satu, man, Queen Satu. Love Queen Satu. Queen Satu got her name from rebounds and assists, though. So it's tough for me. I think her points prop is low. I think her threes prop is low. I'm going to probably play her PRA if I can't get an assist at 4.5. It's 5 at PrizePicks last time I checked, so that's beautiful. But the thing that upsets me about Queen Satu, like I said, I would play her PRA. I couldn't talk you off 4 points, none of that. First of all, Queen Satu ain't had 10 rebounds in like a month. Shocking. Like it's been like that's not a part of her game right now. Now she is snagged 9, she snagged 7, but she hasn't got double digit rebounds in a long time. She's definitely been looking to assist more. But I see them threes and I just get so upset, get so triggered because off of the break, when she got hurt for blowing the kiss to the crowd, she came back 10 threes, 11 threes, 10 threes. I'm like, oh shit, this is a new and improved Queen Satu. We had her threes. And we cashed the first day over 5.5, played them again, and she just started shooting 3 threes and 4 threes. And ever since then, she's been shooting low. So I'm like, I want to be on her threes so bad, but I don't know what she's going to do. I think the safest play, if you're not just going to play her straight points, if you can get her PRA, is to play her PRA. Because I like Flo was saying, Magic, today I see like 18, 8 and 5 or some shit from Satu. Like I really see a game like that from her, and it could be even crazier because it's up and down. So yeah, I'm definitely only thing I got with her coming up in the blunt money bet so far is her assist, and I do got a sprinkle on her 5 rebounds in a builder. But I'm gonna definitely find a way to get her points in there, like her to score 20. Because if Enrique not gonna do it, and Enrique struggles, we was talking about this last stream. I wanted to play Enrique under threes. I'm like, yo, something ain't right. Enrique haven't been shooting threes like she normally jack them up during the season. She hasn't been shooting them in the playoffs. Maybe it's the playoffs. Then I looked at what she did against the Aces. She struggles against the Aces. She don't even be shooting her normal 8 attempts against the Aces. So I'm like, damn, maybe it's the Aces defense, man. Well, it's something with the Aces, but I'm gonna chill the first game. And lo and behold, first game, 4-14. She really wasn't aggressive. To me, 14 shots ain't enough if you were Enrique in 38 minutes. Now, maybe it was smart because she does have other options. But my goodness, it just worried me a little bit to see 14 shots. And it's not like she getting to the line like that. So with that being said, I have one straight bet for this game. I gave y'all a bunch of ideas, a bunch of looks. I have one straight bet for this game. And then we can get the blow money bets. Asia, 8 rebounds and aces, first half money line. I would not be surprised if Dallas keeps this game close and wins. I would not be surprised because I feel like one of these series, well, both of these series are going to end up being the series. But I do love the Aces to come out early. I don't trust Dallas. I think Dallas is a team that got to get warmed up, or if they get warmed up in the first quarter, we saw this against Atlanta. They're going to come out in the second quarter and give it up. I think what's going to keep Dallas in the game and make it interesting is the Aces are going. This is how I see the game playing out. The Aces are going to be up double digits all game. And then the fourth quarter, they're going to take the girls out up 12 just to get their break. And then Enrique going to go crazy on like a 9-0 run by herself or a 7-0 run, an 8-0 run by herself. And oh shit, now we got a game. And then we're going to have a game from there, from the last 6 minutes of the game. That's how I see the game going. But I think the Aces are going to control the game. I don't think, even though I would not be surprised if Dallas covers the spread, and I won't be shocked if they win. I think it's going to be like a stolen win. It's not going to be a game where it's like Connecticut just came out and was in New York ass from the beginning. Pause. It was just on them from the beginning. Like, damn, they just look tougher. I don't think Dallas going to do that to the Aces if they keep it close. It's going to just be where they steal it. All right, so Asian, 8 rebounds, and the Aces first half money line of -125, and that is on DraftKings. Chris, you got anything else to say before I get the blunt money bets?
I just really, really like this total, Dream. I really like the total, man. I think I'm gonna play it probably first half over. Like I said, I still haven't locked anything in yet. But what I did was I just went back and looked at just the Aces games because you said, Dream, you said something I think that's important. I think I think it's gonna be a series, Dream. I agree with you there. Yeah. I just don't know if the Aces gonna lose a game at home. Like maybe in the whole playoffs. Like I don't know what that's gonna look like. It's hard to come in Vegas. You know what I mean? It's almost like you taking if you beat Asia on her court, she one of those players. You don't see this too much in the NBA, but she take pride. And women are more passionate than men. They show that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, like so you see her, bro. You see her scoring and ones, and you would look at her. You would think she just got off the bench for the first time, and she ain't never had a chance to shine. She do this. She just keeps that same energy all the time, and I think I just feel like the Aces not gonna like. In my mind, this Wings team can't stop the Aces in Vegas. But I think the Wings going to be able to score. Both teams like to push. And what I did was I looked at the Aces in the 3 games that they played at home against the Wings this year. They scored 89 points in the first game. This was back in July. 104 in the second game, 97 in the third
Good
game,
Lord.
and 94 in the fourth game, James. So I say all that to say that I like the first half total to go over, and I like
Didn't
Satu.
the Aces just scored damn near 100 points? They scored
97.
49
That's what.
first half points themselves in the
Mm-hmm.
first half.
Yeah, they scored 49 points in the first half. And like you said, Jane, I think like to the naked eye, to the person that didn't watch this game, it's gonna look like the Wings don't have a chance because Asia outscored them. I tweeted it out on timeline. Asia outscored them in the third quarter by herself. But that was a poor quarter for them. The Aces didn't cover the first quarter. They didn't cover the first quarter. They didn't cover the first half either. They didn't cover either one. It wasn't until the third quarter where the Aces, because they're relentless. All it takes is for you to not be able to show up for one quarter, and you just didn't cover the spread for the full game because they can go crazy
Dallas
like
don't
that.
got the 3-point shooting to offset it too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
We
hard.
talked about that earlier, James. Dallas one of the worst
months
especially
ago.
if Enrique not hitting. So if you betting on Dallas, you really betting on Enrique to be able to come out and bounce back. And I looked it up as well, Dream. You said it. She has not performed well against this team throughout the season, man. And that's crazy to think because she's been so good. But Enrique literally had 12 points, like we talked about, 4 for 14 shooting. And the earlier games that she played against them, she had a game where she had 12 and she shot 5 for 16. That's 31%. She had a game where she had 14. She shot 4 for 11.
Not even getting up shots. Not even getting up shots.
Well, she shot the ball 16 times overall, but she 18 times. But she's not
before you finish, for reference, her field goal attempted props on Prize Picks be 20. And you would think a gunner, she gonna get at least 20. Like what I was saying is, she don't even be sniffing 20 in the regular.
That's a fact. She only got it one time. Well, twice this time, 3 times that she hasn't so far. So now you're right there. I just feel like Enrique gonna shoot a little bit better in this game. I mean, even if she shoots a tad bit better, Dream, I think that's enough for Dallas to be able to score enough points. So I'm probably gonna end up locking in that first half over. But what I like most, like I said, I'm taking Asia. I'm probably gonna take Asia. Didn't do that yet, but Satu 17 and a half, Dream. Just in case Enrique come out there and she not scoring again, give it to Satu. Watch what happens. Satu 17 and a half.
I want them to please go ahead and just run it through Satu or Enrique and Satu because they got a good thing going on the perimeter. You know what I'm saying? Like if Enrique getting doubled or if it's not there, she'll swing it to Satu and then Satu will do her thing and run the offense. So yeah, I just hope that I hope they do. And I like that, man. I'm gonna end up getting there on a couple of these plays, telling you for sure, man. Because I was just speaking to, props, I feel like, and I get to the comments before I get the blow money best real quick, but I feel like props is a little tough for me, they've been a little tough in the playoffs. I live on props. Y'all know, like I love props. But I'm feeling like, and I'm kind of looking at my boy Teach too, like this might be like a side and total thing going forward for me in the WNBA playoffs because like with these props, like we talking, like literally these teams are so good, it could be anybody. Like it could be Enrique or Satu tonight. Now that's not really as many, but it should be Freaky T as well. We just talked about how it could be 4 the Aces girls tonight. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell had Tiffany Hayes? As much as shit I was talking about Tiffany Hayes, we still playing her under threes. As much as I was talking about Tiffany Hayes, who had her going for, whatever she went for. So you don't know, but one thing that you can be confident putting your money in is spots and history. And we see the Aces in Dallas, that shit is attracting me. That's just what it is. And we noticed, Chris talked about this during his spaces during the NBA playoffs. There's certain smash spots. You're just going to have to live with them. I wish I'd have gave a play out. That first half, I just got to get there. I have to get there. That's a spot. Now, again, I always go to this. New York playing game 3 against Cleveland, even though I think they stole one. That game 3 in New York going against Cleveland, that was just a smash spot for New York in the playoffs. It just was. You had to play it and live with the results, and New York killed them. So I feel the same way about this game. All right, so I get the blunt money bets. I have to run through these comments real quick. McCown, first basket, we talked about that. Fair. All right, what's the vibes, my guy? Hit me up. Let me know what you're trying to do. Dallas wants to hang around. Enrique got to get over 2.5 threes. I agree. Well, at least you need to shoot them. Like, comment, share. Please do that, my guys. If you're watching this, do me a favor on YouTube. Sub to my channel. If you're watching this on Twitter, give me a like and retweet for the vibes. I appreciate it. She won the game 1 tip. Oh, so she must be missing the shots then. Shoot. I think Enrique gets some shots up in the high scoring. Yeah, I would hope so. Same script was like, I mean, I hope so. My Kodak Black boys, I don't know. She gonna shoot the ball. The Wings have won most of the tips this year versus the Aces, but keep missing the first shot. Okay, that's on you, Freaky T. Come on, you 2 feet from the basket, get her the ball. Chelsea Gray got like Rob 2 or 3 assists. Yeah, bro, man. Man. I don't like playing the. Another thing, and Ryan Rusco, whatever, not Russillo. I don't think it's Russillo. It might be Russillo. Nah, Russillo is the dude from SVP. Ruco called this out on the ESPN cast on not Sunday, but the games before that, which might have been Wednesday. I don't know. Long story short, they don't be giving these girls the rebounds when they get fouled. Like, they have control of the ball, then they get fouled, and they don't ever get the rebound after that. Like John Quayle Jones, it was actually, I think it was DeWanna Bonner when she got that double-double. He might have been calling that game because he had called DeWanna Bonner double-double before she got, like, 2 rebounds before she got it. And then he said it, oh, that's a double-double for DeWanna Bonner. Then, like, 3 minutes later, he looked down at the sheet or something. You could tell. He was like, oh, wait, she only has 8 rebounds. Then he just went off. He was like, yo, that's crazy because she got this rebound, she got 5. I'm like, damn, did my boy bet the double-double? Like, it sounded like he was arguing. I felt him because we had the double-double that game. She ended up getting it. Plum and Young never missed. They made 10 out of 16 threes. Yeah, that was crazy. And I didn't even play the combined threes because it got to that price where I'm like, all right, y'all getting crazy. 4.5. That shit gonna be 5.5. Damn sure ain't touching it. My boy got a Blum Money bet in here. I like it. My boy with the vibes. McCowan gonna get more boards and putbacks. I mean, she had 5 fouls last game. That's the thing. Like, coaching's gonna have to put her in a position. And I don't know because Kalani Brown is there. But I think coaching just got to put her in a better position to play defense off of them pick and rolls. Y'all got to bring more help so she don't feel like her big ass got a damn slide and all this with Kelsey Plum and Jackie Young. Like, who you asking to do that? That's like asking Boban to be out there guarding like Ja. Like that's damn near what you doing out here. Like, you can't expect not to be in foul trouble. She better get her double-double. We're gonna get to that. Queen Satu Masterclass. Hope so. Queen Satu. Oh, man, I don't know what I just did. All right. Hard to snag rebounds with Howard and McCowan down there getting 20. That's true. And Natasha Howard smoked my damn Blunt Money bet. Upset me my plus 800. Damn, Tosh, you couldn't get 8 rebounds after that's what you've been doing. This is also Chelsea Gray scoring spot. Jackie has been running a lot of point. Throwing in the post to Chelsea. Oh, okay. I can see that. It's so tough for me, man. I don't know who the hell gonna score for their ass. It's tough for me. Flo, low key, Jackie getting a ton of assists. Yeah, I mentioned that. 4.5 little rich for my blood when she was just at 4. But yeah, Flo mentioned that that trend. Possession, they let her run the point, score. My boy OG Wham in this thing. Appreciate my boy OG Wham. OG Wham, we need to do us only right tonight, my guy. I'm free tonight. Let's do us only right, man. Pull up on me. Let's do it, man. Have me on the show, bro. I'll be at OG, man. Every time he pop up, I'll be trying to get on the show. Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Good luck. And I don't even mess with him because I know he'll fuck with me. It's just he probably be busy or something. What's good, fellas? Telling some of y'all I appreciate it, my guy. I appreciate it. My boy Godspeed. Sub to my boy Discord. I'm pretty sure my boy got a Discord to be sharing. Sub to that. And Chelsea grabbed a board. They handed it off to Jackie Young. And she gave a rebound, had 4 last game. Nah, WNBA scorekeeping is wild as hell. We true degenerates for betting these props. I just gotta let y'all know, like, because these scorekeepers ain't the NBA scorekeepers, and the NBA scorekeepers be cooning us. So just imagine, I ain't OG Wham. Yeah, send the invite. I'm in it. All right, y'all, blow money bets, and then I'll let Chris give out a couple. If he ain't got none, he could whip a couple up for y'all for the vibes. I'm sure he got some ideas where to go. I really don't got much tonight. I think I got like 4 per game. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Let's get it in. All right. First, we're going to go Draft Kings with it. This is going to be a super lotto. I guess super lotto. I don't know. But a plus 450 and a plus 550. I played them separately, and then I parlayed them together. What is this? 54 minutes? All right. Yeah, let me timestamp it. All right. Enrique, 5 assists. This is the Dallas game. Enrique, 5 assists. Freaky T, 12 points, 10 rebounds. Satu, 5 rebounds. And Asia Wilson, 8 rebounds. That's a plus 550. I'll run that back. Enrique, 5 assists. Freaky T, 12 and 10 in a bounce back effort. Satu 5 rebounds and Asia Wilson 8 rebounds. Oh, Queen Asia, why you do me that way with that hook? My first 2-unit play of the damn season, Asia. She's a queen for a reason. But goodness, Asia, I could never be upset at you. But come on. All right. And we're going to party that with a plus 450 in the other game. Liberty, minus 3.5. And that is the first half, minus 3.5. Brianna Stewart in the bounce back, 20 points. John Quell, double-double, which is 10 points and 10 rebounds. We build that out. And then Bonner to have 12 points and 2 assists. I think Bonner 2 assists and Natasha Howard 2 assists are two of the sneakiest builder legs. Just look at Natasha Howard assists. Sneaky as shit. And I'll run that back. It's a plus 450. And I played those separately, parted them together. Plus 34.75. Speaking of which, my bad, Dreamers. I got greedy with the blood money bets yesterday. Should have just gave out all them receivers to go over their points prop, and we would have hit. Instead, I'm like adding touchdowns, like Jamar Chase touchdown, and AJ Brown touchdown, and all this other shit. When literally AJ went over his points prop, Chase did, Paku went over his receiving prop, and the other boy, Mike Evans, I think went over his too in dramatic fashion. I feel like his drum was like 54.5. I digress. So yeah. Liberty, first half, minus 3.5. Stewie, 20 points. Dewana Bonner, 12 points and 2 assists. And John Quell Jones, Queen. John Quell Jones, my fault. 10 points and 10 rebounds. That's a plus 450. Partly that with the Dallas one, and that's plus 34.75. All right? That's the spicy one. The safer one. It's a plus 905. I did not parlay these separately, which is a plus 200 and a plus 235. I didn't parlay those separately. Just put them together, and we're going to hit them. For a plus 905, all right? New York, first half money line / full game money line. Benaje and John Quell each to have 12 points, plus 200. Simple. I love it. Love John Quell tonight. Love Benaje tonight. Yeah, Benaje. I'm saying the name right. Shout out to me. So I love them both each to have 12 in the Liberty first half full game money line. And we putting that with Aces money line, Queen, Asia Wilson, 30 points plus rebounds. Satu 5 assists, and Natasha Howard 2 assists. That's a plus 235. I'll run that back. Natasha Howard 2 assists, Satu 5 assists, Aces money line, and Asia Wilson 30 points plus rebounds. That's a plus 235. Put those together, and it's a plus 905. All right. That's all I got for DraftKings. On FanDuel. I gave these out on the timeline. I don't know what they are now. I hope they still kind of there, so I'll get this out early. John Quell and Bonner each to have 4 points in the first quarter. It's a plus 330. Love that. It was down to like a 220 or a 260. I'd stop at 225 for that. It was at 330. I thought that was a great price, but once you get to like the plus 100, so even super low 200, I won't play it. But John Quell and Bonner each should have 4 points. I know Bonner gonna get her shots up. Shit, if she ain't gonna do nothing, she gonna jack that shit. I don't know if she gonna make pause. She ain't gonna do nothing. She's gonna shoot the ball. I don't know if she's gonna make the shots, but she's gonna shoot the ball. And John Quell, hey, I'm riding with John Quell tonight. Is what it is. Queen John Quell for a reason. Do your thing, bro. Now I partied that with Freaky T to have a double-double. I got it at 1061. If y'all do the Freaky T double-double, that should still be plus 170. And let's just hypothetically say this Bonner and John Quell's 250. That should still be like a plus 700, plus 800. I would still play that. So John Quell and Bonner each to have 4 points in the first quarter. And I partied that with Tia McCown to have a double-double. Also, Freaky T, 20 points plus 800. Playing that for the rest of the playoffs. So I think she's going to have a 20-point game versus these Aces. One game, she did have a 25 and 14-point game, and I think she had a 19-point game as well this year. So I'm going to ride with that just the same way we are going to ride with Dewana Bonner to score 30 points at a plus 820. Damn, I should probably those together. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that for the vibes. Dewana Bonner, 30 points, and Freaky T, 20 points. 800 for Freaky T, and 30 points for Dewana Bonner. For those who don't know what Freaky T is, that's Tia McCown. That's Freaky T, all right? Oh, and last but not least, 2 rebound lays. All right. And I said I wouldn't talk y'all off for doing these as first basket lays, but 2 rebound lays. Stewie and Asia Wilson each to have 10 rebounds. That's plus 500. I just feel like that's silly. I know Breonna Stewart ain't been really, getting rebounds like she should. I feel like she just had 10 rebounds a few games ago, but still, I digress. She ain't been getting the rebounds like she should. But her and Asia Wilson, each of these girls damn near average 10 rebounds a game. To have 10 rebounds each at plus 500, 486, I'm going to take that. And we're going to run it back what we played last game because I'm sticking to my reads. When I don't stick to my reads and I just try to be so progressive and I'm like, not a good read, let's move off it. This shit happened the next game. And I'm like, come on, bro, you should have trusted yourself. So, in the words of my boy Zay the GOAT, you got better. On my stream. Like you know on my stream. All right. Freaky T and Jonquel Jones plus 730. This was a plus 580 last game for them to each have 12 rebounds. We're gonna play them each have 12 rebounds again at much better odds, plus 730. All right. Those are the blunt money bets. I will run these FanDuel ones back again. I will not do the builders again, but I'll run the FanDuel ones back again because they're pretty easy. Freaky T and Jonquel, 12 rebounds each, plus 730. Bonner, 30 points, plus 820. Freaky T, 20 points, plus 800. Stewie and Asia Wilson, each to have 10 rebounds, plus 500. And then under the player featured parlays, all that stuff on the FanDuel, Jonquel and Bonner 4 points, which is a plus, call it 230 for y'all, and Freaky T double party together at 1061. And I played the 4 points separately, but like I said, if it get too low, don't play it separately. It's not worth it. At that point, Chris, you got anything for the people as far as blow money bets?
Man, nothing, Dream. I think you got enough for everybody, bro. I can't. I could.
You know me, man. You know me. I
with like big odds. But I will say this: like I talked up Satu. I think her 20 is plus 130. She go over 17 and a half. I don't think she's gonna stop at 18 or 19. Like I said, I just love the spot, man. They're not gonna win that game with defense. Maybe in Dallas they'll play better defense, which somehow they did. If we remember, we think back to the game that they actually won. They held the Aces under their team total, and that was a very defensive intense, a game where the Aces were actually missing shots as well, but they played defense in that game. I just don't see them playing defense. So I really like Satu. Take her at 20. Take her at put a little bit on the 25. I think it's like plus 310. But she's Satu. It's Queen Satu day to day for me. Jamie. I like her more than Asia, and I still like Asia a lot at 24 and a half. But official plays, I'm gonna give out Liberty first half. Go grab you a 4.5 because it's 5 at most books. You can grab a 4.5. Don't pay too much juice for it. Hopefully, but we cashing that tonight. Liberty first half minus 4.5. Jonquel Jones, like you said, Dream. I'm on Jonquel as well. Her double minus 115 on FanDuel. If you want to take the double in the win, I built it out while we was doing this. It's 125. I love that. Double in the win for Jonquel Jones, plus 125. And Satu, over 17 and a half. I think it's minus 113 on FanDuel, so not a lot of juice there. Leans would be the first half, the Liberty team total to go over, even though they're playing against Connecticut Sun. I just think offensively they're going to bounce back. They're going to be running up and down the floor, and they're going to be making a bunch of shots. And then the opposite game, late game, first half over. I know that total went up a little bit. Last game I got it at 87 and a half, but they cleared it pretty easily. This game is 88 and a half. I still like that number, but I haven't locked that in yet. And like I said, all of the games go over. I think if the Wings going to play defense, it's going to be at home. Maybe we see it under, because the Aces typically don't shoot as well on the road either. So maybe we see it under in the next game, but I still think the Aces going to come out and score a bunch of points in this game. So I still lean towards that first half and full game to go over, but I didn't play either one of those.
All right, love it. Right now, Prize Picks, it's probably only like 11:30 now, so I don't think Prize Picks popped all the way. I'll give y'all, first of all, I'll recap my best before we get out of here. What is this? Yeah, 63. I took the New York Liberty money line, and Jonquel just scored 12 points, minus 135. Asia Wilson had 8 rebounds, and the Las Vegas Aces first half money line at minus 125. And on FanDuel, the Jonquel to score 4 first quarter points at minus 105. It was minus 125 last time I checked. Those are my 3 bets. May add a over because Chris definitely talking me into this damn Aces over for sure. So I may add that, but that's that. As far as Prize Picks, real quick, we definitely playing Tiff Hayes under 4 3-point attempts. She's had that in under 10 of 11 games. And like I said, knowing Prize Picks, they're going to boost her shit just because even though she had 3 attempts last game, she had like 18. So we may even get a 4.5. Definitely going to be on Tiff Hayes unders. Breonna Stewart, if her 3-point attempts is 5, it would be there. Hate to do it, Bree, but maybe look at her field goal missed. If it's something sweet like 10, got to do it, just because she going to shoot the ball tonight. So, even if she go 12 or 24, shit, that's still 10 missed shots. That's 12 missed shots. So, and that's really all I got right now. Saw 5 assists, saw 2 PRA. Rebecca Allen, PRA, the vibes with Becky. Playing Becky PRA over that 15 and a half. I don't even got to look. That's what it is. And that's really what I'm looking at, but I'm going to study because we're going to smack Prize Picks today. We're going to smack these Blunt Money bets. We're going to smack Prize Picks for real today. And I got to whip up something for this WNBA leg. You know what I'm saying? Got to whip up something for this WNBA SGP thing. Got to do something for that. So that's what it is, man. I will be back tomorrow, most likely, to recap and try to get y'all something for the NFL Thursday. Chris, anything you looking forward to, NFL, NCAA, anything you looking? Leans?
Bruh. So NFL crazy, man. I just, bruh. This the ugliest play on the board. A lot of people not gonna like it, but I think Denver bounced back, man. I know they just gave up 70 points.
I'm with you.
But you get the Bears? What you always talk about, Jane? When you're not feeling well, what you need?
Chicken noodle soup.
Chicken noodle soup. That Bears defense, the chicken noodle soup. So I mean, sharp money coming in on it. That don't mean nothing. Sharps was on Tampa Bay last night, and that didn't work out well for him at all. So I don't care what other people are doing, but to me, it just kind of makes sense. I haven't bet it yet. Opened at 3, Denver being 3-point road favorites. It's the Bears we talking about here. Offense terrible, defense terrible. I think at least with Denver they got offense. The defense been trash, but it's the perfect get right spot after you done gave up 70 points. So line to move from 3 to 3.5 at most books, but it's still last night I checked it was still 3 at DraftKings. I think it was a little juice -115, but I think that's where I'm gonna get to. I don't look at a lot when it comes to NFL because you can get overwhelmed. There's 32 teams. There's 5,000 players. You know what I mean? It's so many different categories. I'm doing a prop cast with Munoz. I'm breaking down props. So I haven't gotten there yet with that per se, but I think it's got to be a bounce back spot, Dream, for Denver, man. I like Denver -3, but haven't locked it in yet.
All right, man. That's the vibes, man. Early look, just to give y'all NCAA. 3-time with the Steelers. So this Colorado game, y'all know the vibes, man. This is a game where I think we're gonna be able to get our field goal, 2 touchdowns in each half. I think we're gonna be able to do that. Each team to score 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals. I think we'll be able to get that in this game because USC, their defense looks good on paper. Like they got, I just bookmarked something that said like they got the most sacks, which ain't good for Shador, who's been sacked the most. I think they got the most turnovers and all that stuff. But I watch USC. They give the booty up. I'm talking Arizona State. Arizona State was just moving the ball. Running back, who was a 3rd-string high school quarterback, was just slinging it on them. I'm like, what the hell is this? So Shador come back even without Travis Hunter. Colorado, they gonna move the ball. I think
I like the over, Jane. I like the over in that game.
I couldn't talk you off it. Yeah. This game is gonna be a prop masterpiece, I think. So, all right, y'all. Yeah, Devontae went crazy. I appreciate that, OG. I appreciate that, my boy. Steelers said, my boy, get the Steelers, right? Steve Wide slow. That's what you do. Chiefs -9. Take it now to just. Oh, God. If Flo tell you, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's that defense. 9 is tough for me. That defense. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? And they might get rid of Zach this week. You know what I'm saying? Throw a corpse in there. And now you got a shot. I know Mike White is rubbing his hands like Birdman, like, yeah, see? Kept the wrong backup, huh?
That whole wide receiver core rubbing their hands like that, too, for Gary Wilson to get about it.
Yeah, they call him on tape, said he can't throw. I think that's what he was saying. I'm like, oh, God. Poor Zach, man. Poor Zach. Hey. But, yeah, man, I appreciate y'all rocking with us. It looked like it's going to be a Jonquel Jones, Satu Sabli type day, Agent Wilson type day. We will see, but I appreciate y'all always rocking with me, showing love. If you're watching this on Twitter, like I say, retweet me. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy One. If you're watching this on YouTube, sub to the channel, Blunt Money Bets. Put your notifications on. Like this video for the algorithm, all of the good things. Follow Chris at Chrisbecappinn on Twitter. And y'all know the vibes, man. Let's get this cash. Gotta have it. So let's get it.